Hello there, this is Joel here, the manager of the Newcastle Wands. Welcome to the first episode of the Quidditch Manager Weekly Update for 2015. This is Quidditch Manager Weekly Update number 7. We were going to be joined by a special guest today, but unfortunately a few things haven't quite worked out. So we've got the YOLO Swaggin joining us instead, so welcome to the YOLO Swaggin. What I was going to discuss in this first episode of 2015 was a few New Year's resolutions. I was going to talk to the other manager about their New Year's resolutions and then go over mine as well. So I'm going to make my commitment regardless. I'm going to tell you guys that my plan for Quidditch Manager this year is to do at least 52 broadcast, podcast, any type of cast for the Quidditch Manager community. My plan is to do one Qmwu a week, and that'll be 52. If not, we'll do things like the World Cup live draws, the results, the action graphs, all that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure that I'm doing a stream of some sort or a cast of some sort every week for 2015. So we're going to try and get as much out there as we can. The idea as well is that when we get this looking really professional, looking really nice, we can get new managers in, and that's going to make the game better in the future. But we'll touch on that in a sec. What we're going to do first, of course, for Qmwu is have a look at our results. So we want to go over where everyone is at the moment in Honour League, Gold League and Silver League. Don't worry about all the red stuff on the screen at the moment. The Newcastle Wands, as we all know, are performing very poorly at the moment with their many players below level 60, 65 kind of region. So we're rebuilding. We're not expecting to win that much. We're going to go straight to Honour League. That's what everyone wants to see. The Honour League at the moment, it's looking interesting. There is a clear winner, and there is a clear pack in the middle, and there's not too much to say about it. The Ashwinders are doing very well, 18 wins and 2 losses. The Mifflins, I should say, 16 wins and 4 losses. I know Andre has gone on record to say that he believes that Season 29 is done and dusted. He's threatened to push the reset button and start Season 30. It's probably not quite that bad because there's still 2 teams at the top that can win, but it's very hard to see how the Shields and the Watt, who are on 7 losses, can make up the 5 losses they are behind. It's very hard to see how they're going to get back to the top. But I guess there's always the bragging rights of being third and getting the bronze cup, so that's always nice. But it looks like the Ashwinders and the Mifflins at the top doing very well for themselves. And quite a surprise, I guess, because they came up from a Gold League not recently, where they won that competition, and then they did very well last season as well. So they're just at that point in their career, their manager career, where everyone is trained up at the same time and they're doing really well together. We're going to go to Gold League now. The Aberdeen Dragon Riders are doing quite well for themselves. Equal at the top with the Bichonnet, so 16 wins and 4 losses. The Bichonnet recently did get relegated from the Honour League. They spent a season in Gold. They've rebuilt to some extent, and they're on the way back up to Honour League, it would seem. The Cardiff Cauldrons here, 13 wins and 7 losses. They jumped 4 places, and I believe they beat the Newcastle Wands, and that would have helped them to get up the ladder as well. So, there you go. You can see on the right-hand side. So, a lot of teams in the middle there, just outside the promotion spots. But the Morley Moors, they're certainly not guaranteed to get to Honour League either. That is going to be a very close race there. From 3 to 9 are all, two wins, 2 losses apart. So that's going to be a very close contest in the middle there. You would suspect, though, 1 and 2 should stay 1 and 2 and certainly get through to the Honour League next season. This is a little tangent I want to go on as well. I've mentioned it before. No one agrees with me, but I'd like to see at some point in the future Honour League and Gold League being joined together for one season, simply because I believe that the Gold teams, there's more strong Gold League teams than there is in Honour League, and the only reason why they are in their current positions in their different ladders at the moment is because the relegation and promotion system doesn't allow enough strong teams to go up and get rid of the old, retiring teams from the Honour League and push them down. And I think if you put them together, 32 teams in one comp, and then after that season you split them back up into Honour League and Gold League, it'd give a fair representation of the best 16 teams in our game, and then the next 16 that may be on the way back down or are trying to rebuild and get back up. It's just something I'd like to see to kind of reset everything. You do it once and then that's it. You don't have to worry about it after that. It's just the way things are going at the moment. I know with the Wands, we tried for so long to have a squad of 12 players that would be able to stay in the Honour League and compete. And unfortunately, I'm at the point now where everyone retired and I just couldn't keep up. And now I've got to rebuild. And that happens. It happens in this game. So it's just the way that the game is built at the moment. And I think it wouldn't hurt to have the best 16 teams in Honour League and have a really good, close competition at the top. End rant, end tangent. We'll go to the Silver League as well and have a look at the progress there, and then we'll touch on our last topic and wrap up. So in the Silver League, the Bristol Badgers are doing well for themselves, 17 wins and 3 losses. The Shakers and the Jumbucks both came up from the same Bronze League last season, so they're doing quite well for themselves there as well. A nice tussle at the top there with the Valkyrie, and you can see here from 2nd to about 8th as well, only a couple of matches in between as well. So it's going to be close. We're only 11 match days into a 30-day match season, 30 match day season, so there's no guarantee of who's going to win at the moment, but we have seen traditionally, after the first couple of weeks, everyone's played each other twice. You can kind of gauge how close or how far ahead from the field they are. Of course, there's RNG involved, so sometimes you might have won a game in the past by snitch capture, and it doesn't really give a fair representation of how close those two teams are. Certainly, savvy managers will like to change the strategy and see if that helps them out as well, and you might choose defensive or aggressive depending on the attributes of your particular club and how strong you think they are in certain areas, and so that can change things as well. But traditionally, we have seen that if you're leading halfway through the season, it's very hard to not win at the end of the season. So that's what we've got for Honour League, Gold League, and Silver League. The last topic I'd like to touch on is the influx of managers or teams in the last couple of days. Andre pointed out on the forums that we've got 30 plus teams in 2 days. I think it's now 40 plus teams in the last couple of days on top of that. So that's positive for the game. We want to see that. We want to see new managers come in, and we certainly want to see them stay. We have had in the past some influxes where Andre might have posted on Reddit or posted on a particular forum, and certainly when all the Australian players came in together, that was really good for the game because everyone was excited at the same time and building their teams at the same time. But we've noticed recently that a lot of those players have dropped off. Now, for the veterans of the game, we know that Quidditch Manager is a long-term game. It is a long burn where you buy your players at the start, you set your strategies at the start, and then you won't see results for 6 months, 8 months, even a year. You might not even get to Honour League in the first year. So we know it's a long-term game, and new players coming in, new managers coming in, need to be, helped along the way, and then kept in the game, retained in the game, so we can all have that excitement together, and we can all have a positive and competitive game together as well at the top end. So to the new players, welcome to the game, and welcome to the streams and the videos that we make. Go on the forums. There's plenty of veterans who will give you their opinion on what they think is best to do at the start of a career. It's either, invest in your stadium, invest in training, invest in players. There's all sorts of things you can do at the start, and they will give you their opinion on what they feel is the best thing to do. And to the veterans of the game, make sure that you are inclusive of all the new players. We want to get new players in. We want to grow Quidditch Manager. We want to get it out to as many people as possible. We want to do Twitch streams to try and get it out there. We want to post on Reddit. We want to get all our mates involved as well. That's part of the reason why Andre and I have been working on this OBS and making the stream look really nice as well. We want to make it look professional. We want to make it, inviting and inclusive of everyone else as well, so that when new managers watch it, they want to play the game with us. And the more managers that are in Quidditch Manager, and the more active managers, the more competition there is, and the more exciting it is. We know that from the World Cup last season, how close that was and how exciting it was when you got to the last 8, the last 16, and everyone, well, most teams had a legitimate chance at winning, and that's what we want to see. The more teams that are invested in Quidditch Manager, emotionally invested, then the more teams will have that are strong, and the more teams that will have that can win the cup or win the Honour League or win the Gold League or whatever it is they're in, and they've got a progression strategy as well. So that's the direction we're heading in for 2015. So make sure on the forums you leave ideas on how we can grow the game or where we can promote it, and just anyone that knows how to use OBS or Twitch or YouTube or Photoshop, like that, they're all skills that we need to make the game look really nice when we present it to other people as well. So make sure you let us know on the forums that you're good at that kind of stuff too. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Quidditch Manager Weekly Update. I know it's been a bit of a ramble, but I was going to talk about all this stuff with the other manager. The Olo Swagon didn't say much, but he looks really cool. Thank you very much again for watching this episode, the first episode of 2015, and until next time, hooroo!